Hello and welcome to the WBAP 82570 KLIF Weather Podcast. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton in the Cumulus Weather Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Normally, we do this on a Monday, but Monday was the 4th of July, and we wanted to make sure you get the word about our temperatures getting hotter just about every day the rest of this week. We're expecting a heat advisory to be issued on Wednesday, and it might be stepped up to an excessive heat warning. Pretty rare, but later this week, and we'll give you the criteria for each of those, the heat advisory and the excessive heat warning before we leave today. Okay, let's start with the morning visible satellite loop. We're seeing a few showers out west in the Big Bend country, but that's about all we see anywhere in Texas right now. The other thing we can notice are those thin lines of south to north cloud streaks indicating an increasing southerly flow, which will mix down to the surface, giving us south winds of at least 10 to 20 miles an hour and gusty today and tomorrow Wednesday as well all across North Texas. And while I'm at it, let's put up this graphic. A lot of information here. First, we are in a severe to extreme drought across most of Texas, with that red extreme drought area creeping into DFW from the southwest. Now, just above that is the latest Texas burn ban map, which includes 183 of our 254 counties in the state of Texas. Fire danger is very significant across North Texas right now, including the burn bans for Parker, Wise, Johnson, Tarrant, Dallas, and Kaufman counties. That means no outdoor burning, period. We got a 250-acre grass fire down DeSoto in southern Dallas County on Sunday, and so many grass fires around Panther Island they had to cancel the Fort Worth fireworks show Monday night. This is not a sincere request. This is an order from fire marshals all over North Texas. No outdoor burning at all till further notice. All right, let's check the national radar map right now. You can see those small showers in southwest Texas, Big Bend country, a few tropical rains around New Orleans, some heavier storms moving from Montana into South Dakota, and a good deal of rain from Indiana, Ohio, all the way up into New England. Now, here's the North American upper level model, forecast model, that shows our high pressure heat dome currently centered over Tennessee in the mid-south, and then it starts drifting back to the west toward North Texas. And by Thursday, Friday, North Texas will be centered right underneath that. I'll show you a temperature forecast model in just a bit. But first, the surface map for Wednesday morning. Showers and storms in from the upper Midwest through the Ohio Valley, and a few tropical showers and storms from Louisiana across the south on down to Florida. And no real change on Thursday either. Here's the Thursday map. Now, by Friday morning, a new cold front is moving out of Canada and acting on Gulf moisture in the eastern part of the country. That's not going to get Texas, though. But heavy rains in Kentucky, West Virginia, possible flooding in that kind of terrain, spreading into North Carolina and Virginia, and just a few southwestern monsoonal showers and storms in New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Now, by Saturday, just more of the same, heavy rains from Tennessee eastward into the mid-Atlantic. Okay, now here are the temperature models, surface temperature models. Tuesday afternoon, we have a high temperature forecast of 102 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, DFW is up to 103 with a forecast heat stress index of 105, which will likely trigger the heat advisory. Now, a heat advisory is issued in North Texas when the combined heat and humidity stress index is forecast to reach a feels-like temperature of 105, and the actual early morning low is not expected to fall below 80 degrees. And while the heat stress index is not a real number, it's a derived value, the heat stress index of 105 is figured for shady conditions. So again, it's going to feel like 105 in the shade. For direct sun exposure, see, on the water, on soccer and football fields, baseball diamonds, and, of course, anywhere out in the open, golf course, something like that, you have to add at least another 10 degrees to that number to approach the actual heat stress you will feel in direct sun exposure. So heat stress forecast of 105 in the shade is 115 in the sun, so pretty serious stuff. Now, on Thursday and Friday, we're expecting actual high temperatures of 103 to 104, and by Friday, we are actually expecting a heat stress index of 110 in the shade, which computes to 120 now in direct sun exposure, and that will likely trigger an excessive heat warning. An excessive heat warning, let's go to that now. Excessive heat warning means you don't drive anywhere. Don't drive anywhere without a good supply of cool water in your car, especially if you break down, okay? You don't get out in the sun unless you're young and healthy and you can get in the shade quickly and you have a lot of water with you. Obviously, don't leave anything in your car that could be ruined by heat. CDs, sunglasses. Don't even think about walking away from your car for a second with a child in the back seat, not even in a gas station in the shade. And remember, the buckles on some of these child safety seats and seat belts can be as hot and dangerous as a branding iron. Now, this heat is a life-altering condition here in North Texas through this weekend and quite possibly deep into next week as well. So take it easy, stay cool, and stay safe. Here's the forecast. Sunny, breezy, and hot. High Tuesday afternoon, 102. South winds 10 to 20. High fire danger. Low near 80 tonight. Sunny, breezy, and hot Wednesday. High 103. It'll feel like 105. Again, south-southeast winds 10 to 20. High fire danger. Thursday, sunny, hot, a little more humid with a high of 103. Heat stress index 107 in the shade Thursday afternoon. Friday, a high of 104, which will feel like 110 in the shade Friday afternoon. Saturday's high 105. It could feel like 111 in the shade Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon as well. So once again, take extra precautions in this kind of heat. Take it easy, stay cool, stay safe, and check on your neighbors and elderly loved ones and that sort of thing. So let's get everybody through this safely for the next couple of weeks. Thanks for joining us again for the WBAP 82570 KLIF podcast. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton from the Cumulus Media Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Normally, we do this on a Monday, but Monday was the 4th of July, and we wanted to make sure you get the word about our temperatures getting hotter just about every day the rest of this week. We're expecting a heat advisory to be issued on Wednesday, and it might be stepped up to an excessive heat warning. Pretty rare, but later this week. And we'll give you the criteria for each of those, the heat advisory and the excessive heat warning, before we leave today.